Professor Rabbi Ressin, shalom, welcome to our studio.
Thank you for inviting me.
You are the president of York Entrepreneurship Development Institute, president of the Canadian Zionist Federation, and recently received the smicha, confirmation as a rabbi from Chabad. But above all, you're the father of IDF soldier Dima, who's out there on the field. And first of all, we'll talk a lot about what you're doing here these days. You came to visit him. So first of all, how's he doing? Where is he?
So he's in Nachal. He is right now in Gaza. And that's, as you rightfully said, is the most important thing. And that's what, first of all, brought me here. He is a volunteer here. He came through a program called Machel for international Jews who want to come and volunteer with Tzahal.
How were you that in the beginning?
Well, he was raised in our family, and Israel is always was and is very important for all of us. He studied in a good Hebrew school called Chat.
But as a parent, it's not so easy. You know, with all the ideals, that's okay. But still, sending your boy to the army, it must be complex.
Of course, all of us worry a lot. We're not sending him to the army. He's a mature man. He's 19 years old, and it was his decision.
And you're very proud.
I'm very proud, and I'm very worried about it.
So how was it you got to meet him?
So, not this time, though. So generally speaking, this program allows them to go for 5 days if their parents come here. So I came here for all the big holidays and at the event when they got the beret, of course. But now, since the war started, I came here in a few days after the start of the war. But no, I wasn't able to see him yet. I hope so. I spoke with him by phone several times, but I haven't heard anything from him for more than 2 weeks now.
So now during these days here, you're out there meeting people who need help, need support. You're bringing support from Canada and from yourself. Tell us about that.
Yes, of course. I'm not sitting here and doing nothing. It's not me. I'm a doer. So when I came here, of course, I'm raising money in Canada, in our community, and my own resources, of course, as well. And I created 3 programs here. Found a group of volunteers who helped me doing it. So the first program is we deliver different goods to military units. It's like boots, jackets, charters, all this stuff. The second program, we help people from Ashkelon to find a safer place, because the government takes care of people from Sderot and surroundings, but what about Ashkelon?
As far as you are from Gaza, there's less official assistance.
Yes. There's not too much assistance for Ashkelon, and we work closely with the deputy mayor of Ashkelon, Sofa Beilin, who sends us families who need a safer place.
Wow.
Right? So the program that we created, generally speaking, our volunteers approach people who are prepared to rent their apartments in Tel Aviv and Netanya and other places, to rent their apartments on the short term, and then we offer them to pay 50% of what they want, because it's a charitable project, and many of them agree. Actually, between 50 and 70% people who we approach agree.
Wow.
And then, yes, for the money that we collect in Canada, we help people to find a safer place. So by this day, we relocated about 60 families from Ashkelon. So this is the second project. And the third project, it turned out that the settlements in Judea and Samaria and Benjamin, as well as many kibbutzim and moshavim in other places, they have problems with security systems now, because previously the army was taking care of them, but now army is busy with other stuff. So they have to develop their own security system, and the problem is they don't know how to do it. So originally, a couple settlements from Benjamin approached us and asked us to buy them drones that will allow them to see at night.
Drones, wow.
Yeah, and that's what we did. And then it turned out that they don't know how to operate it. So they have to learn now how to operate the drones. And then I thought to myself, maybe it should be a better solution, more efficient solution. So we found different companies here who provide security devices that are completely independent. It relies on solar power, cameras. You set this camera on the screen, and the camera monitors surroundings day and night.
And it identifies any
And then,
movement, any suspicious movement.
Exactly. Not just suspicious movement. AIs working there, and they identify people and animals and any specific situations, and then they report to the screen, to the security center, as well as to the cell phone of people who are responsible for that.
Very important. And as we saw in the South, these issues and all these precautions are so important. It could be life-saving. And we mentioned that you're here during these weeks, and many people from around the world, the Jewish world, are helping and sending assistance and help and support and also money, and that's important. But how is it for you when you're here and you see the other side receiving the help? You get the feedback. That must be amazing.
It is actually amazing. You know what? I actually feel that I receive more positive energy and more peace of mind from the soldiers when I meet them than I give them in return. It's even strange. People appreciate it a lot. And it's very important psychologically that people here feel that we are the united community. The Jewish community around the world is united, and this war is the war of all of us.
Okay, and as we mentioned, you're the president of the Canadian Zionist Federation. What can you tell us about the challenges of anti-Semitism? They've reached Canada as well.
Well, as we see now, it's everywhere. Unfortunately, Canadian Jewish community feel it at full capacity everywhere. The Jewish schools are threatened. Sometimes people have to take this hard decision to put down mezuzahs on their houses because people are afraid. And actually, while I'm here, I have many kids, but only one son. So my son is here and I'm here. So I even think about my family, but what happens there.
And what needs to be done in terms of the authorities, in terms of the government?
This is very, very good question, because it is to say that from the beginning, the approach that Canadian authorities took was not exactly the one that we are looking for. The federal government, even the mayor of Toronto, they sort of were in between of the parties, and all the Jewish organizations and the entire Jewish community of Canada did our very best to change this approach. And I'm proud to say that now it's different, and all these pro-Hamas people and organizations, they now feel this vibe from the government, but still a lot has to be done. And also, I believe yesterday it was a big meeting in Toronto, and one more was right after the war started. I actually was there as well. So all the Jewish communities, all the Jewish organizations, all together, brought people. I feel that we're united there finally. There's no more right and left and everything in between. It's the entire Jewish community of Canada, and we work together. And the volunteers, they stick this science of the kidnapped people and everything, and security measures of synagogues and schools. It's a very, very important feeling that I have now, and not only in Canada, everywhere, even here. We are together, and this is what we need.
Professor Rabbi Ressin, thank you very much for joining us, and good luck to Dima. Send him our regards when you contact him.
Thank you very much.